Okay. Hi everyone, thanks for stumbling onto the channel. My name is Rebecca and I'm going to discuss this vintage jumbo size vintage Chanel black lambskin gold hardware. This is a bag that I have been looking for 6 years or 7. I'm still debating in my own brain when I started looking for one of these. Way back in like 2015, I saw a couple of these on Fashion File. They were not really that expensive compared to what they are today on the pre-loved market. And I liked it, tossed and turned, and anyway, I never pulled the plug. Well, now on the pre-loved market, these things are very expensive and I won't pay those prices. So over the years, I have been looking on eBay, Fashion File, The Real, just around the corner, and somewhere else for different bags and see what they came with, what kind of verification, like the card, is there intact sticker, how well the bag is, how old it is, what series it is, etc., etc. So I had in my own mind 5 or 6 things that I wanted before I would purchase one of these. It had to hit these criteria, and price was definitely one of them. So on eBay, I started bidding on this particular one with a reseller consignment shop that's in Japan. And I figured, okay, I've done one from Japan before, this one over here, this chocolate brown Birkin bag. Great price for that because it had lots of things wrong with it. I mean, the leather and all that stuff. But leather surgeons spawed that to perfection. So when I got that one from a consignment shop on eBay from a Japan seller, I was not thinking about the duties and that there was going to be custom fees. So there's a whole video of me on the reason I got the brown one, how it came across to get to me in the United States, the customs, the emails. There's a whole video on that one. So going with this one through an eBay seller that was also from Japan, thinking in my brain, okay, remember, there's going to be customs and duties, and there probably is an extra fee before you receive this bag. This bag was listed under the eBay with this seller that it was going to be guaranteed, authenticity, guaranteed, eBay, something. And so once you win the bid, they'll send you an email that yes, this is yours. I went ahead and paid for it. Then this gets shipped to the authenticator, which this particular bag went to America. It went to Las Vegas, Nevada to be authenticated before it comes to me. For some reason, maybe it's because it has to go through this extra step, I didn't pay any customs or duties on this. There was no extra email, there was nothing from the DHL, like the whole rigmarole that I had to go through with that one. Nothing. So the price that I paid on eBay for this is the only price that came out of my bank account for this bag. So yay! This bag is heavy, very heavy. Now, last week or the week before, there is a video showing me unboxing this, and it's definitely creased down here. It's crunched. So, and it has a smell, like a storage smell in the inside. So what I have done for these past few days is I have in here cardboard, kind of made my own shaper. Now it's not a base shaper because it's not on the bottom, But I have two of these that are very thick cardboard, and I have bent that. One for the left, one for the right. Because this bag is definitely crunched. Now the eBay pictures, it's stuffed. This could have come from Japan just like this. I don't know. But they gave it a good rating for this being from 1996. It's a series 4. The gold, the chain, the few marks that are on this bag, it is really in great condition. But they did not say anything about this shape being like this on their website. I'm not sending this back. I'm keeping this bag. So I'm not sure if it came from Japan over to Las Vegas for the people that were doing the authenticating, or did the authenticating place in Vegas crunch it and ship it to me. I have no idea. I wasn't there at either locations. I couldn't tell you. But I do know when I opened up this bag, it is definitely misshaped. So I have put these, and I'm turning them so that they're pushing out the bottom of the bag. And now it looks perfect. I can put my things in here and keep those cardboard things on the bottom and run around, and this would be just fine. Nothing wrong with it. I also have had baking soda in a coffee filter. And it's been sitting in the bottom of this bag to absorb the storage smell from Japan. And it has really helped. It's still there. I can still smell it. But this is definitely a good trick to take the smells out of your bag. So this has been closed up, kind of half open, letting air flow. And I used it one day. And I did keep the cardboard in there because I did not want this to concave to me, because that drives me nuts, bananas. And of course didn't run around town with baking soda in here. So I have reached out to leather surgeons, they're here in America, about doing a spa and fixing this concave that's on here. And so I'm waiting for the email to come back to me. I don't think they work on weekends, and today's Sunday. So I'm sure I will hear from them in the next 2 days. If they can fix this, what the price would be to spa the bag. I do not want the gold to be re-dipped or anything. I want this to look authentic and that it is from the 90s. It's very important to me that this does not look new. I like vintage, love vintage. 1991, 1991, can't remember. 2003 is the blue one, and 1997 is this brown one. So I like older things. I do not want it to look new, but I do want this fixed. So we'll see what Leather Surgeons gets back to me to see what the price would be, the turnaround time to do it, do they think that they can fix it, you know, etc. So this is the bag with those cardboard pieces down here. And I had, oh crap, I'm so sorry, a subscriber that gave me an idea about putting a base shaper across the bottom to push this out And then I went with just the small little cardboard pieces instead. And I was going to give her a shout out, and I apologize, I cannot remember now who that was. I should have written that down on paper. With my brain, I should have written that name down on paper. But you know who you are because we've communicated back and forth, so thank you. Thank you for that idea. And a tip from me to you guys, if you do have a vintage bag, leather, that you do want to get rid of maybe a stench from old storage smell, try the baking soda. It's working. Not as fast as I would like it to have worked, but it is working. So I will do another video on this bag after Leather Surgeons gets back to me, and I'll tell you what they said and the process of what they want to do to this. I am looking at the strap. There are 3 places of this leather strap that's pretty worn. But, I mean, again, this is from the 90s. This is touched all the time. Man, it's just, I'm so happy to have this. I mean, just look how cool this is. 1996. It's a heavy bag though. Wow. Let's see which is heavier. This lambskin or this one. Out of this one. This is a single flap from 2010. 10C for cruise. It has a slip pocket all the way from left to right and the zipper pocket that goes from left to right. This one from 96 also does the same exact thing. It has a slip pocket going from left to right, and a zipper that goes left to right. Of course, from the 90s, the zipper pulls are completely different than 2010. They're not the same. This one has a silver tab, and it has CC embossed onto the tab. Is it on both sides? Nope, it says Chanel on one side. And CC on the other. But anyway, single flap. Garments go left to right on single flaps. If this was a double flap, it would have gone from front to the back. So single. And this one, vintage, definitely a single. Okay. Let's compare these. Much heavier. And this is a heavy bag because I have to watch what I put in here and wear this. It definitely gets to you after a while. There is a huge difference. I wish I had one of those little tiny, they use them for like measuring food out. The little tiny scales. It would tell you how many grams these were, but I don't own one of those. But, oh, wow, that's a difference. This 24 karat gold is definitely heavy. And they sit about the same. Let's see. Rib cage, yep. Compare the bottom to the 2010 and the 1996. The black one is longer. By 1/2 inch. Now these vintage Chanel bags, when you're looking on eBay for these, they'll have different numbers in Japan that'll say 30, 35, etc. For the size, and they do have a maxi. That one would have been too large because in the past, years ago, I had a gray maxi Chanel flat bag and only used it for the summer, and then I turned around and sold that to a lady. It was just too large. The jumbo is my favorite size. Now, this Louis Vuitton is a Speedy 30, which means that's 30 centimeters on the bottom. So let's look at a 30 centimeter Louis Vuitton and this vintage Chanel lambskin. Yep. Right where the piping is. Not the bubbled out part of the Speedy, but right there on the piping to the other piping is 30. Now, I'm not doing a very good job here on the video to show you, but standing and looking straight down here, I can tell that that is the same. So this bottom is 30 centimeters. This is a Speedy 35, which would mean 35 centimeters. Is the difference. So 35, this is definitely a 30. So that's interesting. I don't know if anyone's ever done a video comparing a Louis Vuitton Speedy 30 to a vintage Chanel, but it is the same length. Okay. So those are the mod shots. This one's definitely heavier. It's got 24 karat gold. It's definitely a heavy bag. This one, I bought this one 2017. 1920, 1, 2, 3, 6, yeah. 2017. I've had this one that long. It was my very first Chanel bag that I ever purchased. It came with the full meal deal, card, the sticker, the cloth, the box, the ribbon, camellia flower, the whole thing. So this one was for a special deal to me when I purchased this one. Okay, I'm gonna set that there for a moment. I will put that back the way that I like to store the bags in just a moment. Okay, so I will get back to you guys later on the video about what Leather Surgeon has said when they email me back on this bag. There's only one corner that has a little bit of worn edges. The other three are really good. Yeah. Let's see what they say about that. the little wrinkles and stuff. See, those don't bother me because this is from the 90s. It's vintage. It should not be perfect. The back has red. There you go. I don't want to stretch it too much. There you go. And then inside the bag, I also asked them at Leather Surgeons, because something has taken the red dye off right down there. Something must have stuck to the bag and they ripped it off. And so we'll see what they say. It does have the sticker down here on the bottom. When you're looking at Chanel bags, the intact sticker will always be on the front of the bag, right hand side, down here in the front. So this came with the card, authenticity card. It came with the sticker. It came with the authenticity guaranteed from eBay of who guaranteed that or authenticated the bag in Las Vegas. So, some of my 5 things that I needed before I purchased this bag. Intact sticker, because sometimes they're worn off. I wanted a card if I could. It wasn't a necessity, but I wanted a card. This came with a card. In good condition, doesn't have to be excellent. This one's in good condition. They did it as a SA, that's a code for your Japan areas. B is kind of dirty, needing some work, but if there's an A or an S, that brightens it up, and so they thought this was in good condition. I think it's in good condition as well. I just don't like this broken, bent frame. And I don't even care that it's got a worn edge on the corner because it's from 1996 or 1997. It's either one of those 2 years when it's a Series 4. Something else that I needed to have before I bought one of these, it had to be in a price that I was willing to pay. So I did get this one for, oh, I was going to look that up too and tell you exactly how much it was. They had a small shipping. It wasn't free from this particular vendor. It was $45 to ship it on top of the amount that you pay when you win the bid. Okay, maybe in the next video I can tell you how much I paid for it because I'm not remembering that price, and I do want to tell you how much I paid at $3,000 or less. But I just don't remember the dollar amount. So, price, sticker, authenticity card, the quality of the bag. What was the 5th thing? Quality of the bag. I mean, this is in good condition. I mean, it's okay if they can't fix that painted area in here. No one's going to see the inside of the bag except for me. Anyway, can't think of the 5th thing. Sorry. Man, there's a couple of things here on this video that I can't remember. The person that talked to me when I did the unboxing, couldn't shout out her name because I couldn't think of it, and now I can't think of the price, and I can't think of the 5th thing that I wanted to tell you about that was in my categorizing of before I could buy one of these. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm going to go now, and the next video that you'll see will probably be like in 2 days, because I will let you know what Leather Surgeon emails back and tells me what they can do for this bag and the price that they're going to charge me for have in the spa and repair. Thanks for watching, you guys. I really appreciate you. If you wouldn't mind hitting that like button that's down there on the bottom, that would be fantastic. And then down there on your screen in the corner, there is a red subscribe button here on the video screen. If you click on that, it'd be fantastic because I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers this year. I haven't made it there. So if you like purse videos, I am the gal for you to subscribe to. Thanks again for watching, you guys. I am going to switch out some bags because it's Sunday and I like to do a bag switch out every Sunday, and you'll see that video as well. Thanks. Bye.